I know what you might be thinking. Max, that's way too long to fit in the new bathroom. That's very observant of you. You are correct. The shower base has not arrived, and therefore I'm jumping straight into a new project, and one that I've been really excited about for a long time. I'm going to be completely transforming this space out here because it is the first thing you see when you enter the cabin. I'm sick of it kind of looking like a bit of a mess, and on top of that, because the plumber last week moved the hot water system, I'm now finally able to do it. And that is what has inspired this purchase. I picked these bad boys up this morning. They're hardwood decking. I got them for $2 a lineal meter, which is incredibly cheap. The average price is over $10. However, I got them that cheap because they were flood damaged a couple of years ago and they've never been washed off. But to me, they look like they're in good condition. I just don't really know what's underneath all the dirt. This might be a good time to recruit a neighbor for some help. All right, Glenn, aka the slacker. You ready to start unloading these bad boys? We're also a little late getting started this morning because Coach made us do a bit of a non-negotiable workout and my legs are already burning. So, good start to the day. Let's see how these come up with the wash. That's starting to look a bit better. There's definitely a little bit more color variation than I would have thought, but it looks really nice under there. And that is definitely a lot easier than sanding. We've got a lot of wood, which is great because this is going to be for future projects too. Yeah, these have exceeded expectation.
There's definitely some bananas in there.
Speaking of, want a snack? So remember those 2 bunches of bananas that were very green? Well, we've already been really picking at this one. And this is actually, Clem, we haven't had it. This is the double we were talking about.
Another one.
Here we go. Look at that.
Spooning bananas.
Hey, I'll have you. Nice. Wow. What do you think? Come on, buddy, they're organic. Where you? You want a banana? Okay. Tough sell. Now for the fun part. Let's just speed this up about times 1,000. Like that, buddy. All right, I have a last load of washing on because not sure when we're going to get it plugged back in, but we now have a blank canvas. This space is actually quite big when it's all cleared out, which makes me even more excited to make it much more user-friendly. Kendall's going to jump in too, and we're going to try and clear out all of these bricks in 2 hours. Can it be done? Let me know in the comments. We are 100% saving these bricks. I'm thinking maybe even pizza oven or fire pit with these bad boys. We are just going to have to pause our speedy work right there. Crushing it thanks to these guys, but the poor trailer is starting to run a little low. That's a lot more bricks than I anticipated. Look at these tires. Sorry, Dad. All right, where to unload them? Almost there, folks. Commune strong.
Commune strong.
Honestly, I'm so glad you guys helped me with that. Nice, very nice. That's it for today. Another morning and another haul to unload. Last night I ended up going and getting all the timber for the framing for the deck. This was a big haul. Paint, tools, concrete for all the footings. Timber, 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 timber. And I would say after that big shop last night, decking stuff is pretty expensive. So at the end of this video, I'm gonna let you know how much it all costs because I'm trying to do it as cheap as I can. Obviously making use of some cheap labor over here and yeah, I'll keep you posted. Very helpful. Very helpful, buddy. Oh, oh, that is... Imagine that. Yeah. Now, people did tell me when I put this up that it wouldn't last a storm, and yeah, it's pretty much just sitting on the excavator roof. And the thing is, it's been far too long since I've got this bad boy out, so we've got to kind of fix this up first. I haven't left myself a lot of room to do this. Now, some of you might be wondering what the hell I'm doing with Kat over here. Two things, both the termite inspector I had come out and the bushfire consultant I had come out said that I need to start clearing away this stuff. You're not meant to have plants and palm trees growing right next to your house. A, they attract termites. B, obviously fire danger. And let me just show you. This is an example of just how old and moist this all becomes. And that's why termites want to come here. So this clump has all got to go. Once again though, Kat has saved our backs and so much time. Whew. And you can see those trees are pretty rotten in there.
Sirs, gentlemen.
Thank you. What service?
Good job.
Wow. Even bigger space now. As much as I'd love to just jump straight into the actual decking, now we've got everything cleared out, it actually makes a lot of sense if we first paint all this ceiling, because I'm going to use the spray gun, and then that way it doesn't matter if we get overspray on the ground or anything, because it's just landing on the dirt. Before we paint, we have to prep. So we're going to sand it all, get it all ready, and then it's time to start spraying. I don't know if that meets award wage, but I pay my stuff.
Oh, mate. Thank you.
We've got to get through them. We should be on like a 10 banana a day quota.
Yeah. I need to make more banana bread.
Nice.
A long walk.
It's one way to avoid breaking them up. So one of the big reasons I wanted to change this, it might be hard to tell from there, but essentially the bricks and the ground here have a fall back towards the house. And obviously with the slope, when it rains heavily, that results in the water running down. I showed you guys in the last video the water on the bricks. So what I'm going to do under the deck here is Glenn and I are about to rake this across and essentially change the fall under the deck so it's going the other way more so. Oh, I'm gonna bury you, buddy.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna bury you. Occy's whole feet are under the dirt and he is not moving, guys. He is not moving. Supervisor takes his role very seriously and cannot miss a minute by moving. Come on. It's all about momentum. Yup. I think this might be more of a pull job.
Yeah.
Protein pandas, if you're watching, this counts. So we haven't really been showing you, but we needed a dry space to put all the other stuff, and this deck is getting a little cluttered right now. Nice.
Perfect.
Much better. And now, lunchtime. I'm just having a bit of a grateful moment here amongst all the chaos. Over the last couple of years, I've set some really positive goals for myself, and it's kind of a surreal moment when you realize you're exactly where you dreamt of being. Talking it through, the biggest thing I want in 2022 is to start building more of a community, one in real person, to try and find a place to call home. Ideally, I would like to buy land or an old house and reno it and do it up, the whole cabin life thing. It feels crazy to now actually be here, and I'm just so happy considering where I was back then. In that video when I referred to talking it through, that was actually in regards to conversations I was having with my therapist at the time. And I think this is the perfect moment to not only thank BetterHelp for being the paid partner of this video, but also for giving me an avenue to be able to consistently see a therapist through a really chaotic part of my life. And this setting of goals to work towards with my therapist has not only played a huge role over the past few years of improving my mental health, it's also played a huge role in improving my life as a whole. BetterHelp is available worldwide and it's super easy to get started. You simply fill out a questionnaire and you'll be matched with a therapist in as little as a couple of days. You can do all your therapy sessions from your phone or computer via phone call, video chat or messaging, however feels most comfortable for you. I've really learned over the past few years that seeking therapy is a sign of strength and self-awareness. It takes courage to acknowledge that you need help and to take steps to improve your mental health. So let BetterHelp connect you with a therapist who can support you, all from the comfort of your own home. Visit betterhelp.com/Max and Occy or choose Max and Occy during sign up for a special discount on your first month. Let today be the day you prioritise your mental health. For me, it's back to paint prep. I'll let the supervisor sleep in a bit longer. Always underestimate paint prep. Every single time.
Every time.
Our paint booth is ready for spraying. Very nice. Dogs, you may want to evacuate the area. I'm not 100% sure I remember how to use this sprayer, so fingers crossed it goes well and that all this prep was worth it. Now the idea is this should be ready to spray if I cleaned this head right last time. Wish me luck. Coat one complete, and I think it looks pretty bloody good. And I think we might have a little bit more speckled white dog at the moment. Buddy, I told you to get out of the way, didn't I? Look at the ground around where he was. Oh, bud. I swear I did get some of that paint on the ceiling and not on my face. But it is time for coat 2. Done. Thank God. Look at this little guy. Wow, his patterns are crazy. Very satisfying. And that has come up beautifully. Okay, so we're up to the point of setting the level for the deck. Initially, I was going to go a step down, but Simon, you all know Simon, actually recommended going flush with the height like we have on the other side, and it's a great idea. It'll be better for Occy. So this is what we're going for, and to give you an idea of how we get these heights, I've cut an offcut. This is the size of the bearers, then this is the size of the joists. So these will be sitting this way, they're the supports, and then our decking boards match up nicely at the top with our floorboards. So the idea is that it'll just essentially flow out. The problem is, because the cladding on the wall here sticks out, for this to be able to sit flush and look really nice, I'm gonna have to do a very clean cut all the way along the wall of the house and cut off this cladding. I am absolutely sweating. I think it's gonna be a hot one today. The lines are looking pretty good. Well, like everything, this is taking a bit longer than we expected. It's been a big few days and we're only now ready to start attaching decking, but they say prep is half the battle and the space is looking well and truly ready. Our supervisor is asleep on the job. So looking at this, it would be so much easier if we could just screw it in where it is right now. Problem is, it would sit too high, which means around each, which means around each of these footings, we're gonna have to notch out a bit on these so it will fit. Sorry, sir. And let's see, will it work under? Oh, that's lovely. Not too sure how this position's comfortable for Leo. He's literally, as Glenn just pointed out, got the Dremel up his butt. Supervisor number 2 doesn't seem to mind. We are packing it up for the day. I would have liked to have gotten a little bit more achieved today, which is kind of the way it is every day you're building something. But essentially we're up to the point where we are ready to dig holes for the footings, and it's 5:30 in the arvo, so it's a bit late to start that. I'm ready for a knock-off beer, and yeah, it's been a long one. Everything good takes time, so. Should we have a beer and take these dogs for a walk?
Just for the little Saturday.
No, guys. Good morning. It is gearing up to be such a beautiful day, but it's also going to be a big one, so I'm going to get the Gryffindor socks on for a little bit of that extra magic, as we got a lot of post holes to get done today, and I really want this framing really close to established. Glenn's only got a couple of hours here before he's got to head off, so it's going to be mainly just me, and I'm really just going to try and get into the groove of it. Have a look at this weather. Unbelievable. We're ready to start marking the holes. Nothing to it. Let's get digging. Now we're only doing 300mm deep blob holes here. That's going to be plenty strong enough with all of these. It's about time we had something go smoother than expected on this job. If we look at these holes, lovely.
You know.
That was Occy taking out the tripod, by the way. What do you reckon, supervisor? Up to scratch? So Glenn actually has to duck in for his own therapy session. He did tell me he didn't mind me saying that. It's brave to speak up, so please speak out if you are struggling at all or you have any issues you need to work through. We're back at it, it's just me. That is the base frame for deck 1 complete and ready for concreting, which Glenn is actually coming back with the concrete mix of the Savo. I'm jumping straight onto the next one. I grossly underestimated how much I would need here, doggos. I was kind of hoping that we might be able to concrete those holes tonight. It's almost 6 PM though, so we'll see if I can convince Glenn. I can actually hear a car, so this may be them now. How'd you go with the cement mixer?
It's got to be back by 12.
Well folks, we're going into the night. Glenn is doing the final level check. These lights are going to be a lifesaver for us because it is going to be getting dark. And what I've done is I've attached each of the stirrups ready to go. So the idea is that these sit in concrete. So concrete goes under them, around them, and it's all propped up. So then the concrete will set and the whole base frame will be completely level. Kendall has volunteered to take the camera because the cicadas. Because I'm a bit too cooked to film. We really want to get this concrete in tonight. There you go, Kendall, all yours. All right, we're running it off the EcoFlow there. All right, and if you're wondering what this setup is, the guy at Kennard's Hire forgot to give us the stand for this to tip into the wheelbarrow. So it's going to be a bit of a long drop. We've made a little jerry rig here, and then the idea is going to be these ones.
Hi, Occy.
There we go. That's it. trying to give it a bit of a shake at the end. Nice. Oh, I shouldn't have worn this shirt. I should not have worn this shirt for this one. Forgive me, Ock. Oh. Huge thank you to Kendall. She even added in the drone footage for free, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Please let her know in the comments if she nailed that. Also, should be pretty clear, but huge thank you to Glenn as well for shoveling all that. Actually shoveling all the concrete. Didn't forget you, buddy.
Oh, always.
Nice to see you not slacking today, huh?
Not today.
Good night. There's some sort of weird bug phenomenon going on that I've never witnessed before here, but they are everywhere. Morning. It is going to be an absolute scorcher today. It is going to be over 30 degrees and we are going to be working in full sun. I'm not going to film too much of getting this deck ready this side because it's pretty much going to be replicating what we did over there. Kick back, enjoy watching us work really hard at fast speed. It's go time. Perfect spot for the supervisor on a hot day. And now I am sweating a storm. This is all framed out now. All our bearers are in. We are ready for concrete round 2. You ready? Here we go. Lovely. This one's yours forever, buddy. I love you. Nice. We're now done on this side for now, for today, and I am cooked. That's better. Could not recommend that more highly. These supervisors, not too phased. I guess now we're gonna actually attach them. Looks good though. Oh, ran out of nails on the last nail. Pretty satisfying still. I know I said I wouldn't be doing these huge projects again, but honestly, they are so satisfying to do and we've been having a great time, but each night I'm just dropping into bed. Absolutely wrecked. I don't think today's going to be any different. Gonna sleep well tonight, mate?
Always.
And how good is this? Inside, Kendall is currently whipping up a storm. What do we got going on here, Kendall?
Big old fried rice.
Just wanted to update you guys because I feel like I haven't talked a lot today, but yeah, she's been hectic and it shows how much we can get done when I shut up for a little bit. We're going to work a little bit more and then call it a night, and we'll see you all in the morning. Good night. Well, I think we're up to day 4 or 5. We couldn't just choose a simple technique. We're going to do a fancy corner, which is more figuring out essentially. I've never done one like this before. Got the A-team hard at work over here. Is this or is this not the sexiest deck framing you've ever seen? And I should add, the most exciting news is we're finally ready to start laying some decking boards.
Oh. You've gotta be kidding. Boy, what's...
Beautiful. So this is kind of the idea. It's just gonna break up the pattern going either way, and it makes it healthier for the deck to meet on either end and less likely that it's gonna warp or anything. Now, I don't know if it's what they say with decking, but it's definitely my experience is the first decking board down is the hardest. Let's see if this actually fits. There we go. We now have a continuous walkway in to out.
Where does the inside start and the outside begin?
You'll never know. And I was actually planning on sanding up all this deck. Obviously, that would really finish it off in this video, but I'm just running out of time, unfortunately. So my main goal is just to get it all down by the end of tomorrow, and potentially we'll sand it all up in one, so the inside and the outside, and see how that all comes up. I think it's gonna be schmicko. Tomorrow will literally be decking day. We're just gonna be laying the whole deck there on. We have a solid line for tomorrow. That's all that counts. And supervisor has
Up to spec, mate.
has signed off on it all. Yes, I know, buddy. Dinner time. Night, guys. It is time to get serious. I don't know if it can be the final day, but I'd love it for it to be the final day. You feeling good behind the camera there, Glenn?
Yeah, I'm pumped.
All right.
Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Seems we have two impatient doggos. Yeah, I'd be falling asleep too, eh? Hopefully you guys aren't.
Only time will tell if I'm winning or losing.
Maybe like either here or here. One of those two. No, you're doing a good job, Dad.
Yeah. He's like, I love the deck. I don't care that you're taking a bit longer than planned. It appears we're going into another day, which, yeah. Nothing more to be said about that. There is very high concerns though that we don't have enough decking boards, so also not great. Yeah, buddy, it's time to dance. We are so close. Hey, you want to dance? I think he likes the deck, everyone. What do you think, Leo? Still don't quite know how to respond to it, do you? We are so damn close to having this deck finished off. We have one piece to go on this side, two to go this side. We've just got to battle with these guys, and Occy's really cheering us on for it. But I just want to show you, like, it is starting to get dark and there's a reason for it. Look how fewer pieces. Glenn is not the reason for it. Glenn has been an absolute lifesaver, but look how little timber we have left. This is all the decking boards. We got this guy, these ones, and the tiny ones. We have almost used the exact amount.
It's gonna be close.
It's 20 to 8 at night. We're done.
We did it. We did it.
Show you in the morning. Good night, guys. We are absolutely cooked.
Look.
We've been at this for a while, long enough to find some solid ground.
Well, folks, we did it. This deck has become my new favorite space in the cabin. It has completely transformed it, and look at this beautiful morning sun on there. Considering I didn't even know at the start what the decking boards were going to look like, they have so much character and they're so beautiful. There was 1,000 screws in this box and there's probably 100 left. each one was measured because obviously I want straight lines. But surprisingly, that wasn't the part that took us the longest. The part that actually took us the longest was picking all the lengths, and we actually got to the point where we used pretty much every single bit of timber. And this is all that remains of that decking. It could not have been more perfect. And also, this is going to be great kindling for the fire. I did tell you I was going to tell you the whole price. The total price in Australian dollars was $5,166. So it's one of the more expensive projects I've completed here, but as you can see, it's completely not only transformed the look of the cabin, but it's also made that living space really feel so much bigger. Because we did the same level, it feels like inside to outside is a really natural transition. I could not be more stoked. The clean lines, the corner joins. Is there anything you would have done differently? And more than anything, please show your support for Kendall and Glenn, because I think this project has just proven, speak of the devil.
Did you call?
I did. I think this project has just proven what you can achieve with more people. Honestly, that probably would have taken me twice as long without these guys, and it was just a massive effort from them, so I could not be more grateful, guys. And the beauty is now we all get to enjoy it together. Plus, I get to now help them build their deck on their tiny house when it arrives. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a little like and a comment, because often these hard work ones don't really go rewarded. So I'd love to see that happen. We're gonna have a coffee and maybe go for a surf.
Yeah.
See you guys. And I should point out the dogs love it too. And let me guess where Occy is. Hey buddy. In that morning shade, huh? And in saying a surf, I might also just go back to sleep.
Close our